This is Jafric Radio. Jafric Radio, radio.
Come with me on this happy trip back to
This is Jafric Radio.
It's all about Jafric Radio.
all will be happy and good.
Jafric Radio. Jafric Radio.
You're listening to Home Sweet Home on Jafric Radio.
You are always welcome home, welcome home.
Your online radio. The new online radio that makes you happy.
You've been kept down for much too long. Stand up, please, and say I am free. Don't forget you are welcome home, welcome home.
Jafric Radio.
Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and good.
Jafric Radio. Jafric Radio.
You're listening to Home Sweet Home on Jafric Radio.
You are always welcome home, welcome home.
Your online radio. The new online radio that makes you happy.
You've been kept down for much too long. Stand
This is Jafric Radio.
It's all about Jafric Radio.
free. Don't forget you are welcome home, welcome home.
Jafric Radio.
Come with me.
This is Jafric Radio.
Happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and good.
Jafric Radio. Jafric Radio.
You're listening to Home Sweet Home on Jafric
This is
Radio.
Jafric Radio.
You are always welcome home, welcome home.
Your online radio.
This is Jafric Radio.
That makes you
It's
happy.
all about Jafric Radio.
Down for much too long. Stand up, please, and say I am free. Don't forget you are
Sɛ de na ɔyɛ no yie no.
welcome home, welcome home.
Jafric Radio.
Hello, our wonderful viewers and listeners. Thank you so much. Once again, we are here. Home Sweet Home, coming on your way, all the way from Toda Studios. Thank you so much for being there for us all the time. We are live, so you know the rules, right? What we want you to do is just share the link with your friends and loved ones. Let
This
them
is
know that
Jafric Radio.
Home Sweet Home is on. All right? Yes, so that they will be part of this beautiful and wonderful discussion. Thank you so very much. Yes, we are almost getting to the end of the year, and you have been there with us throughout the whole year of 2023, and we just want to say thank you. We have few weeks to go, so please don't give up on us. Yes, continue to share our link with your loved ones. And I tell you, all that we want you to have, to get, is that you will enjoy, okay, the second heaven on earth in your marriage.
This is
so if you
Jafric
want
Radio.
your friend, your loved ones to also enjoy their second heaven on earth, then just introduce to them Home Sweet Home. All right, we will tell you what you don't know. And once again, your comments are very essential for us. All right, so please, when you come on live, please bring your ideas, okay, by sending us a message through Facebook or let's say YouTube, all the social media handles, even including WhatsApp. Send us your message, your views, your opinions about the topic that we are about to discuss. All right. Thank you so very much. Before then, let me just do quick announcement. It's a funeral invitation. Yes, our brother Andy Ade, Michael Ade, popularly known as Andy. All right, he has lost his mother, and today is the final funeral rites in Japan here. Madam Alice Menu, alias Ama Menu. All right, so the program is going on right now as I'm speaking. It has already started at Matobara Danchi Bunka Kaikan. I know that a lot of Ghanaians know the place, right? It's in Soka. So Matobara Danchi station, I think the station name has changed a bit.
Yeah.
Yes, but just ask the former Matobara Danchi station, and people will direct you to the place. All right, so please, whatever you are doing, just rush now to Soka and go join our brother, celebrate the life of his mother. Thank you so much. And we have another heartbreaking news. It's our own uncle, our brother, our father, friend, Mr. Samson Odai. Samson Odai. A lot of people know him. He has been in Japan for a very long time. Yes, and he, retired home, to Ghana. And we have heard the sad news that he has passed on. And the 1 week celebration we are going to observe on this date, Saturday 16th, that is next week, Saturday, December 16th, at Aoshi, Enyinase Lane 13. That's the house number 24. They are celebrating the 1 week or observing the 1 week celebration. So please, all of you who knows our brother Ade, Samson Odai, yes, he was in Japan here for a very long time. I heard that he was here in the 90s, right? So if you need more information about this, you can reach out to this number 020-817-7410. I repeat, 020-817-7410, or this MTN number 054-472-7205, 054-472-7205. All right, and it will help you with any other or any further information that you need. Thank you so much. Back to Studio B. We are here. I am here with my faithful guests. He has been here with us all the time, and we just want to say thank you to our special guest of Anna. Yes, don't forget that Home Sweet Home is sponsored by Bayside Modeling Agency. If you are a model in Japan here, or you have talent, not necessarily being a model, but you have talent that you want to exhibit, all that we want you to do is just send a message to this email address, info@bay-side.base. Let them know that you are interested, you want to register with them, and they will quickly attend to you. All right, so thank you so much, Bayside Modeling Agency, for being a proud sponsor for this program. And also, we are going straight to East Legon in Ghana, Accra, Turmeric Hotel. Second to none. Right. All right, I have been there before, and the services reception was so good. Yes, I call them home away from home. What do you need that you cannot get there? right from intercontinental dishes to local dishes to whatever that you need. They have a very, very cozy swimming pool. Yes, so in the hot climate in Ghana, you can go there and relax your brain and yourself, right? Okay, so if you have any conference that you want to organize, they have conference rooms that you can hire. All right, so please, wherever you are, just visit Tomric Hotel. If you are outside Ghana and you want to visit,
This is Jafric Radio.
it's also close to the Kotoka International Airport, so your access to airport wouldn't be a problem. So I recommend Tomric Hotel to you. They are also the proud sponsors for this program. Thank you so much for doing that for us. Back to studio. I have with me our uncle, a friend, brother,
This is Jafric
a
Radio.
husband, and daddy, our own Mr. Fred Jichi Mensah, a teacher by profession. Or by calling. Thank you so much, Mr. Fred, for being there for us all the time. All right, Mr. Fred is here.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you, everybody. Yeah, the moon say, say, Mahia, we see Neddy. Yeah, the extra back when you say, overshare up on my senior, Unia being so. A bit me, I think, in some I say, canoe. I say, senior Eddie can you motive and say, your second heaven will be here on earth. Let's say your heaven should be here on earth, not the second, but the first, of course. You have to enjoy it here before. In your marriage, but more than share up no, was so much union could be no so much so because in some way, Becca. Nye baby na betino, especially our emunsem. Nye baby na betino, but ha ye kan ye pesepesemu.
That's right.
Ne ya kan, ne ye kan so ye kan ya find a solution, and I say you finding directions towards the solution. And I won't nye baby na betino. And the only thing say man konti just send it up to your friend. He no so ntie ya distress you know. Enti ya be de be bomodin say e be sia apese nsem no na de da ho no emudu ye enso ye be try
emudu ye ya ba ne ya ba Mr. Fred I set it to na my enti no ani say nwanom ye dey call. So if you are listening to us and you cannot understand what we are saying, just send us a text so that we can also summarize some things for you to understand in English. You talk asano. And no you put on my it's your be put on kakra. E de mouse onte asia. All right, Mr. Fred. And now no yenya bema. Joel ewo in station ha. No kwarini oni yen ekasa pa. Me na uni yentem, but me sure say ebia wate kakra ana unyante ye de a ene enemi bomu na your topic no I discuss here no see failed marriages and the repairing a broken generation. Na ono no ye kasa ye bebre na mebo ni nyina tofa na kire say na bebia ogina pa kesia na ogina so kanse de ntia ama ne aware bebre anyinya aware bebre afeli aware bebre gu na generation na gija na ye ho hwea enye ye no eye tumi a ye dane ahye mansem Emma I to say nay we are in the woman's world. Enti our real ma quiet to say I have my say, you have your say. Oh your bema miss me your ba. Do obey to me I miss me to me I. We live like in a feminism era. a man has been given power. And in the context of marriage, men are leaders. Men are the head of the family. So the decision be concerning the family, no, it has to come from the man. And I say, though the woman can give her opinion, but the decision no say be paya, I also ijina or berry man so. But in no, you win sa, and your master and many countries crampono, say, and mano, oye jumakra, they are the ones that hold the money. Omuna edi, like when the men need support umpa. There was a baby sour and sana wa mausika. So a lot of these things were going on. To no dear, na jimuni say ye janya me kwina tonchen. And I yefa our own way to solve this issue. Entino ama enyoma ejija ama yen generation ye. It is that generation ya a break it to this level no. How are we going to repair them? Enti nia na all canning in say two scriptures backing the argument and answer the pointer or reason. Sorry. Now who say no, it comes out one umbrella and it say ye jai nyame kwan atonche. Ena yankasa the world is struggling. Now the okan bi mkra say in a black community no ena sa and you may to the population of divorce and I said you may huna a cause our real abusing a man abusing a man in a way near there a black community nimu ye pa though the other so but the major issue no our black community no what are we going to do as anyomeya asaya bidru and pempensuino ye betumi a repair but to his answer no on my said then we need to go back to the Bible na ye share a kwanya nyame institute ne na warrior the power that he invested in the hands of Adam na Adam edi rule at some point on my even say edru baby no Adam was not in the total control of the family. Entina edru baby Eve and so efa ne kwanya ekofa this problem eba wiase. So he was saying so we cannot keep on repeating the same issue and our problem. We need to have a solution. Now solution is we will go back to the architect who made the marriage. Na yashe na kwanya or the echeche aware na yetumi afaso. Eti ni na ye no profokase mtini apese ye de beba ye nso ye akan kase mama ye nuama ebia o mante ne ana ye kanase ye bikwana ne brofo na eye America brofo pa kwede and 10 times so am gidi se me bibire no anti ye o kan ye bibire so ete ase enti ye pensem mu na afi ye nso so ana Mr. Fred also wa wari mache wo wiase so ache kakra unim enwoma ekoso no wugidi pa se na enyo be majo well no all can about feminism no enno na akofa awari a enche na ejija no e de aba wiase ana
sorry ni okay no man ti nasi ye but I'm say okasa no uhwene I mean tie narration adem say yeah nasem no depending one on the spiritual side
right
and one on the physical side and it is okase yenko fani nyame hye man na well still we are on the path we are on the way yen tontwini
right
and okase ye di tumi so ahye man se me ho no mean to mean na se ye if say yen fa tumi hye a man sem
right
onyame boy no of course oba woni tumi dada na uhwema Adam dey no the bam no Adam was irresponsible. That's how I can put it?
Irresponsible. Okay.
Not say he should have exerted power on Eve, but he was irresponsible. Nema obini ni yiri be din komo a otumi convincing no.
Mr. Fred, can you throw more light on irresponsibility?
No? Well, say mini me yiri oho. Now we have a stranger coming in to talk to my wife. Definitely I have to inquire who is that person, who is speaking. So let me tell you. And ono die no jama ne wife no ni sa stranger ne kasa to the point of making a decision to accept what the stranger is bringing in. No? And I mean he was irresponsible.
All right.
Because
at that time he wasn't in control.
Yes, of his wife. And that was an irresponsible part of Adam's, but not say he lost his power for the woman. And I say, but that's what make me, and that's how my understanding is.
Okay.
And I'm say the speaker no kasa be brave, and na me my dream there. Yen fa power no sheda and share man say man control. Onyami bono wankasa se bi e man me enkoa.
Okay.
Ewo aware no. Enti entumi nka se ese power ni na mrame man nsem. Me control. O si obama odin oboafo. A helpmate. A helper can help you throughout everything,
right?
Even to your decision making. A helper is supposed to be there. And he said, would you tune say or ban or new slave no your helper there? Then everything that she sort of helps you with, you have to value it.
Right.
Then you accept it at home. Na ushe awarena egusisi na well. Feminism, that's how, if that was how he used the word, I wouldn't use it that way. But what I would say is, it's like society. Society is trying to upgrade the woman more than men.
Okay.
It said, using the irresponsibility of the masculine side to sort of upgrade the feminine side of the union.
Okay.
The church say.
So, what are some of the irresponsibility of the masculine side no? That has given the power to upgrade the feminine?
Well, the irresponsibility in the church say, our bebre, especially, let's go back in
young culture,
young culture no. Na emema wo tumi bebre. To say no person or can feel no. Enye ho final. Seb net that time kwani my money den.
Enkasa.
Enko school kra.
Right.
Omko school no be doing fin baby. O aware si jai. E o ma kan say o jai. Okay.
The name Mokase.
Yes, o the name Mokase. Enti the member be irresponsible and say yanti this process na say. Amma and manti we accepted force. Jai ni wo ye no. School na kono where do we be jai? Right,
I'm getting it.
We fail to understand the point. Say they were helping us. Now helping us doesn't mean say we should deprive them of their rights. And I say we should deprive them of developing their abilities.
Right.
This is where we feel our first responsibility. Emema. Enti ebedu baby no man to me co school na ni ko do baby ne ba soro no. Ombenya reshemi say now if we can go to school. Na say ni emema ne be pedia. Ombehu say then ni kuna oni no ho no. Ni hey no ye no kra no. After all, I have also got power from school, education and everything I can provide as he was doing, you know. So what is his value for me? I don't know say if you get my point.
I get it very
so where is his value for me? And ye hono obema kono say what still I want to na say na koye wadwin say Oba has to be in the kitchen. She doesn't have to go to school. To me original.
No can no.
Can no say.
Yes.
No.
And also you're also right.
Yes, honestly you're not right. And gradually as it keeps going on, no, Uberman, you come to know, say, you have lost in everything to your wife. Even decision making, she wouldn't tend to ask you for decision anymore.
Right.
Because you've shifted away from your responsibility.
Now, just I wish I remember no Oma abuse or Mankasa position as men, no.
In a way.
Enti na ma emanya power.
A man enya power through their endeavor of education and professionalism.
Right.
That has given them power. So until they feel say, after all, the value of the money in the house, from there going, what is it? That's the question they ask themselves. So if I can provide, as the man was providing, because I don't know about them, and found so no 1 CD a month now be magic trade. She knows how to use the money more than you.
Exactly.
And to also say, then your value is no more needed. If you are not quiet or if you don't understand me. And in a way, the society, no one power from member to them, but ye a member now we sort of abuse our own responsibilities at home.
Great.
That's how I can put it.
I'm also getting your point so clear.
Yes, we
Right.
sort of abuse our responsibilities at home by trying to exert some sort of forces or powers that were not necessary, by failing to understand them, say they will help us. And somebody helping you doesn't mean or does not translate the one to be a slave.
A slave. Unse ade okra ne mu aduna mi so mu mayen peja. Me chere se minya wakwa.
Wonya you boa me.
Right.
In a way, I don't know if Joel was here, we could have a very
Joel would have had
a very tough discussion.
Exactly.
Because this is my point. So we have sort of deviated from our responsibilities. Let me put it that way.
Yes.
With that, we fail to understand our women. Say they are helpers. They are not slaves.
But Mr. Fred, let's come to the Bible, because at that time he was just quoting some scriptures. But one thing or kind be the Bible says women be submissive to your own husband. So what kind of submission the woman need to submit? It means that whatever the man say is final.
And what did he tell? What the Bible says about men? It says love
your wife.
Your wives. She being submissive and you loving her. Well, what does it translate to be? Being submissive doesn't mean she should be a slave. Or she should be abused.
Okay.
So submissive means look at him as the head. Through him, you can make your own decisions, or you can make decisions. Right. And being submissive to him, let's say you have a decision to make with me at home. You can't jump on me and make that decision, but have consultation with me.
Exactly.
If you do that, you have submitted to me as a husband in the house. That's my understanding.
Okay. Maybe some people understanding of submission is like when the man speak, you have to bow down and maybe listen. If you like, as we used to do in the olden days, if you want to give water to your husband, you have to go on your knees before you give the water. That makes other people see, or your husband see, that you have been submissive.
Mikasa say, let me use our culture as an example. Say the way we were taught, and don't forget, say that even we have abused it.
Okay.
And me be head of you, because we are tihona. Yen penny for a nom kofi bano. Unko face kabe fino. Say no more tietia yen mami no. Oye eniema ni kwanso pepepe moti oba na one ni wo fi nase enti oba no koma ni nso anum kra mira unsu ni enti da yen responsibility na ya abuse no failing to understand them, using excessive power, that's misunderstanding our own culture and using that power no the whole na me basically say ye memma no ya abuse yen responsibility na ama e ma no abehu say now we were failing to understand, say they can have education, develop their ability and come and help the family. And through their own efforts, if we can do this, then why should I submit? But if we had understood them from the beginning,
and Kibianka, women couldn't get this exposure.
No. Example, if you are there with your man, let's say, oh, you don't go school, you say, now some more timun now, Massamasia. How there are you going to say, also ben so me money so? You can't say that.
No.
This is submission. And probably any submission, no, true. Let me say this straightforward. Before any free culture, no, you can say woman should be submissive. Near first say Diana to submit at all time. This is where our consciences always go. It is wrong. So, me can be member of Mr. I'm not speaking for men, but I'm just telling the facts and I'm trying to interpret.
Right.
Maybe I can quote scriptures like what Joel did.
Yes.
But my understanding of that scripture that says, or say, I'll give you your helper. That is where I'm trying to interpret the whole thing from. So I'm cherry. And I'm trying to give you analysis. Me a customer a man that kind of look a man power ni na no omon can say omon ware. Ne can what say. Obanye power be man na bet on cast on ware but ope obuo fi ikuni ho.
That's right.
This is the meaning. And in this case, no, say oh be man who responsible who hold responsibility ye. Let's say yes, you are the head of the house. You can control your wife. Control doesn't mean say control like say that is not it. But when she comes with a decision, she comes with an idea, give her respect, respond to her, give her directions if you have some. Discuss with her. I don't think say the woman would jump over her shoulders and begin to, misbehave at home or go rude. I don't think she would do that. So let me tell you. Yeah. A misunderstanding of our own responsibility, our own duties at home, and yes, and maybe the culture misconstrued. That's what has led to the present sort of misunderstanding between men and women at home. Yeah, we fail to understand that the women can have abilities that they can develop them.
Right.
This has led to it.
And
that's my understanding.
Unyi say upgrade also has caused a lot of problems.
Upgrade of
women.
No, of course. Only pebia look. Nyankopon bon yen no. Yen ni pedua no. Or the bibi kan a feeling of consciousness. Okay. We are conscious of development. And the wife kan of course, definitely no. She would ask for a raise in her own values. Right. I was teaching the youth ministry on the net the other day, and I quite remember say I was mentioning say you have to augment your value no matter who you are. Especially we were too coin free. If you are the best thing for you is to think of how to upgrade your own values once you are here. So let me say yes. And a man upgrade for me, I don't see anything wrong with it. Of course, they have to develop their values and upgrade them. Don't forget, say, one day, we are going to go. Everybody is going to go. We're going to die. Let me put it that way. What about if you have a family and the woman hasn't developed her values and you demand, you pass on and you are gone. And this woman has to do this labor work all the time to feed the 3 kids or the 4 kids. Those going to university paying millions of dollars. How is she going to do?
This is Jafric
But
Radio.
this is the case. If she has upgraded herself, of course, she wouldn't feel the pain much. She wouldn't be in agony that's so much intense to the point of remembering that if you were there. No. And a man upgrading there, I don't think it's causing problem, but it's
how we handled it.
Yes, how a man handle. I know some women are rude. For that, I want to rule that out. Some women are rude at home by nature or by the way they were brought up. But a no would be a different issue. But now we are speaking on the general terms. Say, what is causing the sort of the feminine hood at home? If I'm right, that's
right.
So what's causing that? And that's what I'm trying to explain. Say, based on what the analysis my fellow guest gave last week, and I'm not countering him, but I'm trying to give my
also
point.
Bring them down to
yes,
level
my point. Say, this is what is actually causing it. A man, we sort of fail to understand our wives and women at home. So this is my point.
Thank you, Mr. Fred. Etiye for se mu nyina masumwa Juma no aye de papa. It is a witty ya or comments and ne or contribution no. Here papa until dear. Yen your member Cornelius appear me who watch papa. Ya mame ente wonka se utie mi a ene nuanom so a omo hwe me. Yen your member your boy Prince. Also, you are looking good. Thank you. And then we have Sharif Sika. He said, nice topic. And I said, I'm just enjoying the topic today. Thank you, Sharif. Thank you so much. And eti yeguswa emema no. Yes, enka wase tumi ni nyina kodi mema no ho. Emema kasa ema no munyi din. Na muntie wo. Na sana nyankopon ahyehye ne nanso ele yamaiwe omo petre hey omo chen wo ka ba ku ni ku be ka ba ku no aka 10 o ka o se mensoso me wo ho. You can't force me. You can force a horse to the riverside, but you can't force it to drink. Hey mensoso me wo power enti bema pack your home. Hey, Tinano yeti said Debbie. Yamia Saman Chreyensa. Until we should go back to the Bible. Yenu abema so chirema me who say Yamia Sam so kayen in chichrimum. You know a cassa man and brom wasino. As I can't remember no say Monzo Mondo. Na me cano carry to say the Yenu abe making. So Bapel who so berry man ni dona. Hey, a man no sebi yet to say mofra. Hey, who's your door? No so big China one totally. Hey, na fe like ordinary dia opebia. Enti a member no more responsibility no. Na mwashe na mwayidi. Now, Mr. Fred raised a point bia. Me pese member ho about Adam any Eva sama okan ni say na that time no he let's say one share responsibility anye ni because obi let's say a foreigner or other outsider about territory now I engage you with kasa at the point or no make a decision for the family now when to me anya ho hwe what's our follow to that amanako fasema ba enti and names are Fred say who say ebia enamfo bi wo aware anim outsiders bia be wura aware anim a omo no decisions ena awarefo ni di tu anamo a ne kwan so ana
enye ya can has the right times say awarefo should be cautious of intruders na say third parties. They are necessary when they are needed.
Okay.
Eti ya can has the right times. No matter how, muna moti awarian, you the two that have the union, you have the core responsibility to make core decisions for the union. Eti wadam will be kuta good ideas, or kuta best ideas or good advice, whatever you may describe it. That is good, that is fine. You can say throw that person away. But only Obano, you don't moti ejano amukura that union, and you feel it, and you know how it should go. And you say, Unyonkuna, describe me say is somebody with good advice, or catch the weigh it with your own situation. Right. I mean, based on your own criteria and your own the objective facts. That is Nyema. You have to look at those things and say now accepting sa idea no. Now if it now kofa.
For example, impose to say the if ye no me di aduaba no me di bia bre me kunu so ginedi. That
is wrong. And one time I say Adam wasn't responsible for his wife that time. I know say people will interpret it in different ways, but my understanding is he wasn't responsible for his own wife. After all, who be a befi or no reading. So one to me uncle interrupt to crampona or banana first. There has to be a caution. What happened is you look like you are making a decision. What is that? Ubebusano or yema waka story no. But this is the case. I'll buy no say or me proceed mini until DV.
Meanwhile, you know that this apple
you've been warned. So where is your responsibility? Did you handle it well? So any the cost war in present our year ye stress ye bo no. Enti ne Yakobon be kan chi say me de oboafo na me ne be kan. Wan kase me ma wo slave. And that's wan kase me ma obi a woni ne be dampam nko a. We have to be straightforward on this. So and he say ono oboafo dey no mo in the first place. Sanse me say ma kan hada. Oba no omwa odi bi mu den na pese omwa omwa na eden tumrika omwa na peja dan no
obebua no na wusu wo go bi wo weni so a.
Yes, this makes you a man. Ehana pese me ba no oba no aso mebua no wo decision when say wo go be heading towards this makes you a man for the woman to respect you.
That's right.
For example, Maba, you don't have kids, you are newly married people of a young age. And you buy now for Santana Ubeme and Comodia and say, oh yeah, Nami eche aduma and Kolenya be me sembia. You are not putting pressure, but who are there now? Namichi and Adumi won't koleya. Yes, ye hunye juma, near Fabi Bintoni into me from ye pipe say, MCB as Nadia Bay a pan say, I will for month me and Shamomba. And he yengo say, as a bepe. A Japadie dia Tony dia hwe enkole de bi odi butai bia today oba na adwum eni ne ni so enti boa towards that a Japadie na se nyame adum ne enkole ne bo mo be den
mudi be mo ebe
hwe won so na mi chei enti we no ama waka chen say omo na oba be na we kan chire na obi move from there obo say oh yes
wo putai
ni so. So enti eso boa na mo di sa botan den
ebem
enti Freak Radio
na me se me de ho boa for be kan ho no and na me ka say we have misunderstood that say boa for no mean say
kwa kitchen kwaya aduane bramia nkwada
enu nyina no it has to be a part of the relationship. You cannot avoid them.
But they shouldn't be the ultimate goal.
No, it shouldn't mean you don't have to even count on that because it's a set. Entina bibini e kan say a man di who sees you kuni mema so do who dead or man e kofa trouble subano. They are also missing the way. Sasma mi kan ache minima very well to do valid women be me say chokre din komo say ne me hunda.
Right.
And they were very responsible. Say they never did such things. Now they told me the secret. Say so oba mo de mu siesie mo krampo na mo say niema no. It's like all the time no. He's craving for it. She's craving for it. And you want to go into it. You want to go into it. And you keep denying yourself. You want to go into it and you keep denying yourself. Then ultimately it turns into fight. But if you think of the natural way, when you need it, you have it, then you go for it. It becomes natural. American woman, let me say what white American woman, and I'm telling you, my man sometimes forgets about himself for more than some months. Because he knows that it's a natural thing for him, and she doesn't have to crave for it. So that topic, I don't know whether I've treated it before, but these are some of the areas we need to understand them. So let me say, and you understand our own responsibilities within the union now. So Obano made me help her. Now be man so lead, and those things, two things, na or no help now leading. Where are you leading her to, and what is she helping you?
That's right.
For? These are two keys. Since that, Ejina say, Bibi, I don't know. I quite remember say, don't marry with love, but compatibility.
Compatibility.
I will explain this later on.
Yeah.
Say yes, who are compatible with one another. So let me say, I'll explain later. I'll from
when you no so share the same thing.
Yes, you can compromise on issues. You can draw a goal and work towards it. So let me say, this is the sort of compatibility we are talking about. Love, it will soon fade.
And
now,
but when the compatibility is
there,
working,
you will build love.
Grow.
You will build it because you have to develop it.
Yes.
You can't find it. You have to develop it. And I think because I don't know if somebody had read Romeo and Juliet, the book of Romeo and Juliet, for how many times? I need somebody to challenge me. Say, well, I read it several times. Who say they were lovers from birth. I want somebody to come and tell me that, and I'll challenge the person. No, they developed it.
That's right.
So let me tell you. Now, until say you develop something, do you know the sort of consequences, the sort of waves that comes ahead of them? So let me tell you. Yes, you need to develop it. Love. Yes.
So in this way, no feminism yes who said to say a managing some a man ye young share in ye no. The Fred a day pana ye be to me a boa. As ye bet me come to conclusion, me man be your margin say it is not a woman's world now that a man decision na yefa if asem crazy a man be cry abusing me man no in many ways, but we take it like it's normal. But when a man we abuse man dear and they have the support, institutional support, I bet me a punishing me based on what they did. It is an your way you now koswa a day is soon be a share me be sutrim say now we are in a woman's world. Ya can be says open say if you want jua, let your wife be happy. Then if you are drama, but if you mess up with the woman, your home will never find peace. It is a normal way in a quite benny bit to me afaso as marriage couples, as Emma as a merry man. Ye bit to me a ya bois, ye bit me I enjoy the second heaven on earth. A man who say, hey, now we are in a woman's world. Inti any say, yes, so in the yes, ya fire one jenny, and your man mumbra muhasi until sign the any ye. A day ye bit to me I
say, Okasano, it seems like all the men are all, and the women are all, they put if before their question. If this happens, this will go well. If it happened that
That's
way.
Right.
Okay, you know. Hana, I remember I support what your former guest Joel said the other day. Say we should go back to the Bible.
To the Bible. Right.
This is right. They just say, my dear, can explain it. We have to go and interpret what God said in Genesis. Say, I'll give you your helper, no? And you too, should love your wife.
That's right.
We should go and interpret that, what it means. Yes. I say anything Yankopon no boy no canisa. And he interpreting you who say helpers no, they are not slaves.
Now when you say the Bible no correct and no see carry on see be fruitful and multiply and subdue the land.
That is it. If no if doesn't work, let them take the if off and speak straightforward.
Okay.
Say this would happen, this cannot happen. It won't sound well. So let me say, I will support what the Joel said. We should go back to the Bible, and it simply means we should accept our responsibilities as men in the house, and the women accept their position as helpers in the house. Then, the understanding between a helper and the master should mean that the helper is not a slave. I hope if you are getting me.
Right.
A helper is not a slave.
But Mr. Fred, for example, those that have house help. Are we not seeing them in a different eye?
Of course, those who are house helpers, no, you have classified them as house what? Helpers. So they help you what? In only your house duties.
Okay.
But this is a helper.
Mix.
Yes, or a helper in life.
Well, so if we say something like mate, it means you are in an equal page, right?
Yeah, Benjamin say a helper. So your life helper. So whatever you are doing in life, she's going to help you.
All right.
But when you say a house help, the language has termed it a house help. But in other words, we say housemaid
Just
servant.
Domestic
help.
yeah.
The house help is from, it's in American English. They say house help. In Britain, they call the person a maid servant. And the change bro from casa in the house help. No.
To say credit is domestic helpers.
Well, they yeah, but still I know
housekeepers.
The classification is given. They help only domestically. So apart from domestic help, they're not supposed to do anything. So, but here's the case: your wife is your life partner and your life helper.
So it's different from.
It's different from what those people are doing at domestic at home, and we have to. And like what your Joel Kine, we should go back to the Bible. That is what it means to me. It doesn't mean say we should implement the olden time formulas. That's not what we're saying. So let me tell you, we have to apply that principle now,
right,
in our marriages. Like I'm saying, if I respect you, let's say I don't have education, for example, I'm just a basic school leaver, and here's the case: my wife has to go to the university, become a PhD holder in medicine. Look, this is the talent she has developed. So I have to give her that opportunity. But my responsibility to lead, say, this is what we want the family to build at home to take care of our children. I have to lead that. And no, if you deviate because you've gone to school and you want to come and take the leadership, that wouldn't work.
Okay.
In our own way, yes, we can see, say, naturally, it doesn't work well for them. That is story be brave. And me being a least educated and you being in higher education, your wife being educated, it doesn't mean, say, you should come and take over my position. I handle my position, or I hold it as the leader of the house, making sure, say, the decision that we have made to build a nice family, is going on. So, school doctor, any doctor for look, you are breaking the rule. you are rather breaking the rule. And I'm telling people who do that, it doesn't go well for them. Those who break the rule. Unless we go back to it, like how Joel said it, Yes. Let's say, for example, a baby a man who's will feel by this time, baby nekobai and a man who's will feel. One sorry, and I say one pigeon who's wants no be won kola no fee. Only what now won kola me no means I didn't know obe man who's will feel. BBC. Yes, and couples what that situation banana. My advice is one, go and find out what happened. Before we didn't be man a better so. And that's why we man a better so. Mom finding out what happened. You say, Nyanko Pon show their mind or boafo ni can defer. You can't break this. If you break them, I'm telling you, you have it tough.
But Mr. Fred, one thing I'm afraid is you cannot lead where you don't have a vision, just as we have.
You can learn, you can study things. Like this radio program, a lot of people are picking up things from it.
Yes.
And these are some of the ways to learn.
That's right.
Of course, like I say, if there's a topic, if we have to go back, I'll use what we practice at home as an example. Yen penny phone before and Kabe Wareno. Only steady ewo Obema Huni or Bana home. Obema, whether be to me a dianima or vision be. Ning no moshe. And you share yen penny phone. So the Obama warrior near Obama Sikanti.
Omushu when this were di.
When this were obotaya. Yes. And in most of cases, no, obviously I want well-educated person to come for my daughter. Not necessarily you have a PhD, but well-educated, well-groomed, disciplined, somebody with a vision. No, ome worry ne baba. Then to me, Nigeria ma akesiphobia ka yachire me da. So that's what it means. Well-educated person, not necessarily. You can be a Form 4 leaver, but you are disciplined.
That is the point. Discipline.
Yes. You can handle your family. You can handle your woman affairs. One day we should come and talk about some detailed points how to handle things in relationships. So everybody, and as every woman, like to be listened to.
Exactly.
So let me say, or baby I say 18 in common, baby I say 18 asem. Until you be man, it's your responsibility. Say ubi tie ni wo yere no ka no. Sebi ni o ka no e mo abusua no. Ni o ka no e mo ni o ka no e wagamama, and that's selfish. But listen.
Entrono tunchini. Remember be bring listening years.
Listen, then respond to her in a very matured, responsible way.
That's right.
Matured and responsible way. Hey, I don't want to give myself my daughter is a medical professional.
I know.
And before the mother, when I met the mother, she was from one of the good universities. Now, foreign person, black, pa, and crofey, umbeja ne ba maun, se wareno, then easy. Uno ba meka chere me, odi nkutu je, nini mami no mbutu damase. So I've given the daughter a vision. That's what they said to me. So, and Bemano, the way you handle your responsibility, or ban so. Eti yesi tembiano, ukofa oba na ukorea, she oba wankasa bit to me, any name move, bit to me, let me use the word control. Bit to me, any name move, bit to me a control no. So we
control not in terms of like force.
No, maybe that word is a little bit hard. But let's say oba bit to me Obetuwas masi. I mean, you can move with her. Who understand you? You are compatible with.
That's right.
So, and immediately me can say, I'm telling you, before we got married, no, it was like their hands and their knees were before me. Warrior bay.
Oh, wow.
It was natural. Oh yes, I'm boast. And our happy person, I'm telling myself, I didn't see one.
Wow.
I mean, I can boast on the radio. It happened. So, you
delivered.
Of course.
Seeing your daughter, you delivered. Honestly.
So, never be brain the way you tin ye masino, and the way you discipline, and I say the way we understand ourselves, I mean, that causes all these problems in relationships. Anything I can say, couples be honest, say, man, so you see, if she does that, or if she's like this, they will peace at home. Ask yourself, what caused that?
What caused that?
Yes. And if you're able to find that, I know, say, people can find the reason, but the solution becomes a problem. Well, now we will talk about what to do. So, and people should understand, say, like what Jeremy said the other day, we should go back to the Bible. That is what my understanding now is. That's where I can understand him. What God said. So, from the beginning, let her become your helper, then you too should love her. So,
said ya be ya asumdie kese pa ebetumi atsena ewo awaredem eti ebisa we say we oboafo ana.
Yes.
And I say
you name difo ni di kind difo ana.
We will kind difo oba no waja aware na taweni ase anase obema no ene leadi ena obua no. In fact, ye beko break kakra. It's ye ba. Ye besa to us we say we produce a hwem anim sa. Yes. It's enche ye try your ho abasi sie na ye ba ya sign ede ato aso ama.
Menya bibi ni besia Mamenya niya Amemede makumenyina Mama no Baby I made dream to mun sanu mun kobiemo mepeyina Ka Ami baby I made dream to mun sanu mechili mun kobiemo mepeyina Ka na me yama o Odonu go fu pinsase Mosi mamoda unu kofu pinta so Efibo wase mwade Akukudiri na wuka senti wase mwado Baby I made dream Jumen sani mechili na munkobio Naka selo wantase Ami baby I made dream Jumen sani mechili munkobio Mepe ina Kana me yama o.
This is Jafric Radio.
Kitchen, Mafia with pepper soup, no, you love chicken. And you book, you do love kitchen. I mean, Mafia with pepper soup, no, you love chicken. Until 4 fry, I get 12 fry, fancy natty. A chicho, a touch, I'm an address. Most of my so me more, boy, romantic. Other would in a kumemo, okay, you romantic. That could boy, I'm a dummy, you know your nonsense. Me told them, I say the fact is, yeah. I don't know what for pizza. Most of my mother don't go for pizza. So, if people was in body, I could do na book a sainty was in body. But baby, I made dream with humans and imagine a munkomio. I can't still one task. I mean, baby, I made dream with humans and imagine munkomio. Baby, na. Na me yama o. Sembiko banyeni nyana malubaka Nyabanana milike bisa wani nyana waneba Simple obido wa edo nibi Odo wa edo nibi Obido wa edo nibi Odo wa edo nibi Amina midi mija mini Muso sheshe mufa Oya this, oya that No nyana minti bida Macheche ma Still wantasi
Spiritual mix.
Odonu go fu pinza se. Mosi mamuda unu go fu pinza so. Efibo wase mwade. Akukudini na buke senti wase mwado. Ba baby I made dream with Jumensa ni mechili na munkobio. Maka selo wantase. Ami baby I made dream with Jumensa ni mechili munkobio. Mepe ina kana me yama o.
Tio for. Ye mamu akwaba ye try your home. I sign up a biom
This is Jafric Radio.
Home Sweet Home. Nana, you go see a kind of biom, say, beside Merlin Agency, and so ya snide did you make the ebro only Tomrick Hotel. So, probably had that you Joe, and you know to make up at Tomrick Hotel. Moving your baby at Dama was soon. I do say from Yadama say, you try Hokon Suha cra. Mochen ya na mi hu se mo comments ni flow kese enti mo dia mo ma comments ni flow na ye hu dia wodwene wogi di se feminism yi e ma na yes so ma na so do e me ma na anyo mo responsibilities yi enti ama ma no susu enya tumi kakra the man si de se wa weni tia tumi ni be di en se wa ye di post no ma hu ni say yes ye ni apre aha eti no na ekoso aware mu enne odi wenchi abesi aware mu mema isi da bi ye na nyame de say tumi ni share nsanyemo a e ma no se ai se de asu ya upgrade ye ho eti ni mema no mutimi ye no ye kra de eti mi ye ne better na no na mama na omi ka bibi wasi da bi obi a won responsibility utimi ye odiem sumtimi ye me de eti there is no comparison aha ye emphasize no in she trim say the mema ne ye timi ye ma ne brusu ntumi nya ma ne brusu wi o ye wo de de wa famu de e na wo ye e na mema no so e yo ma famu de ne de mema fa free mu kese pa e ye say responsibility bia ye de a share nsa no e wo say ye share na ye ni ye to na se a e bedru baby no na ye pre na so e pre na ye pre ne ye di pain and an April because yan share de no ye ama a free ensem. So to repair it no na it takes time, it takes patience, it takes perseverance. And sana ye to me asuma repair ama no e to me aye. Eti Mr. Fred yen scenario we say. Na yen say akudru empempen so se sie ya ye hu ni say a man be bring so I very abusive. Ewa worry because one dream say enkanka one yet to quite about Western world. Hey, Obama no ye be jano ho neko ubenya single mother support ubenya we eti ye hu say oh ye krampo say ye kurum na ye de ye ho ti say enkoama mema no I had a be dry a champion. These are some of the things that I share my really beautiful. It will not drop with she a be a brand one sister Nikum Kofano or didn't be drew honoma. I feel no hampon na tabaimu. Eh, she said, I had the media, would you Jimmy, Major Jonas or Bomi Abedemo? Say, Kosopa, Kosopa. Aha, it is uncle for ya. Ye de culture be at it. Na yatri obuoma yenkono but ibedru ha ne yehunu se oh me de me gem ho kra ye be se atua meka enti ma menye dia me pibia efutu be ni betimi e dia masa afo no ebebo amasundwe abafie
Medikanka say some people are naturally they weren't born like that but the way they were brought up they have become rude. On inside the on emoadie. And now our people we married with love, not compatibility. Because a giant titi or na Oceano Bontin only 90 be 1 year, 2 years to be a anything coban fast worry. And a coban saying one cousin someone to grow a compatible love within them. Auntie, almost to come back here. Of course, don't forget say in Chrome. There are so many things we have not thought about them. The laws now favor Mawahano. It didn't come naturally. Say you should make laws and favor women with children, but the laws came based on the man's inability or man's abuse of his responsibilities in America.
Right.
You have to think of it that way. That brought the enactment of that law. Say, naturally, remember, we are powerful. We can work with stamina and so many things than a ma. Idea down from titi. And one of our responsibilities is to take care of the home. But here's the case that a lot of us, we abuse the money, we misuse them. When the unfortunate thing happens to the man, the bereaved family, they are left with what? Nothing. The government now they can't survive. But don't forget, say, although they are people, they still belong to the society. And the society have to do what? Help them. And now this law has been, been put in place in case of the unfortunate things. But here's the case: a lot of us are abusing. They say, "How they all bomb me?" And to be misunderstands. He takes that advantage. Now, well, you get the money, but saying Crofona almost shed that a yes or no. Mibusa say,
to what end?
What is their end? They end up living with different men. To what I've seen. Say natural, but money free more, and they have some comfort from the society. It means say naturally, or non certain who no you be abi see them and nine. No one said that intentionally. I'm telling you, say you will do that, you will get the support. But you see, support, it has levels. They look into it. There are psychologists that would make sure, say, your marriage, it didn't end up naturally, but it ended up maybe through some things you caused it. There are levels. People don't understand this. No, be no come say your man 50,000, and I say yes. Auntie, we have to advise ourselves. Say, and same be one more. And ya come answer that say our Arabian to kwenim no. Ye kon ede hye SCC asem. Ye nkon enfentity asem. So na mte say ya kan hada. Say misunderstanding the otwumuten beba. Yes. Mutwumuten beba. Whether you are compatible or what. So look, as you say, those things have to come for us to develop.
Exactly.
Say me no when I say me kwala 10 bia madwin here na me say 10 bia obekan yes. Look, I could do baby to say
that's a bad relationship.
I want to do baby say my make decision be I didn't make it my Jimmy o my me here. Obeka say na oksu mu kire o yere. Oh, if you so much show here.
Uncle Mawaji.
Me master be was if you watch I say cry about down home. At least we when him review amount of time. 1 hour, 2 hours. I say at 6 o'clock. Watching our brother and I say almost is not watching it at 6. It won't say papa.
I see.
So
I say cry Juma.
More baby. Auntie, and I'm a cousin say so who no be your honest on Nippon say Sebi Wajimi. Nadwin fie o de steady no o kase mo yeti o be kase mba ko bi ma wan kasa no a trigger bi wo mu.
That's right.
Am afa ho nyansa ahonti no way me categorizing my friendship. I don't know whether I've said it here before. My friends are me no edidi. My friends are no kwabontin kwa. My friends are no call shopping because me pe bibi e friends are aka no. In my life crime me bi da. So na me cheno. And he said, me no be din komo. Nam so as well in the politics who it do political relationship na maba. Nam no you can politics komo say king.
So you have grouped your friendship.
I've categorized yes because me pese me ni we be nyan to ko ase na nti me no eja akaza. Debbie I don't like it. And na me can say. So if say onipa nkwan unifa so no o kasa de tie. Obe kase mo ande ma atreka bibi wo mu. E mo fa ehun nyansa. Auntie, it's nipa bia no have to value that person. You to nipa
exactly.
Entry. So na me try Auntie, as you tia say aware ndi etwi mu ten. Akasakasa ni awunchunchu no ebeba. Ebi ba e tare pa. And then now say find the reason why. Reason why. Obi take initiative say, and I say Obi take the lead to find the reason why I say no. He is the wisest person within the union. Yes, because he's opting for what? A solution.
That's right.
And the more you find the reason why, that will lead you to finding a solution. Yes. And
that is true.
And want you never no way take advantage say or brutally don't say bombing me sorry well I'm advising you people think twice. If you will and I say before no buy but unye nyantiasie they be asem scan age single mothership of course all time and yeah for life.
This is Jafric Radio.
And we can advise them more than just be careful. And I say don't take advantage of things that you're not supposed to. So yes, and make your decisions known. When it comes to the dead end, also let the police come in. The authorities are here. And your money warning, so then you can make a decision.
That's right.
Also, advice for them is just be careful, be cautious, because what you want to give us chance to develop ourselves.
That's right.
Osi A, Osi B, I don't know kwekra, Osi B. O do I dream back on sa? Once one day, Obetina says, I can't wait in a Kosi B. No. Obetina say, and a Koban is not to us. I do Obo Aketema. What is a pupuna? No,
who will be
the only advice we can give them is they have to be cautious. Yes, the laws are there. You can take advantage of them. Well, nobody cares, but think of future.
That's right. And Ubika Bibi said, not all that glitters are gold.
Yes.
And yes, shen and a gold.
Yes.
Shem nibiwa ha somewhere besa ako farmer. Before you realize, now we know.
Yes.
But now you cannot turn back the hands of time. Intina enyoma akoye basa. Enti ye kani nyina na ye bisi feminism e bi say whatever no. Ni nyina boys out to say there Mr.
Understanding.
Understanding, compatibility. And then we should also go back to the Bible. Na yenshare the architect who instituted the marriage, and nyoma any responsibilities are or they share yensa say yenye. Enti wo show afemu die na waye ni yie no. Na ofa ono so ewo ho social media na waye ni you say you will build a happy home. Emofra no so a eba no yankai hu say the best example enkofo we ema na nyame di omo ba no omo hwe no enye outside o enye their teachers enye their friends but the parents enti a day legacy ena in terms of character ena making yeja ahye enkwala nsa senya ye nyoma basa na ene ye pese mofra no metoaso senya ye nyoma yie no ene ye pese mofra no metoaso eti ni nyina no ekuta ye nsem eti se me na me ye breadwinner of the house eti mame ba ma betri so a bibia wonimre time changes right and nyoma betumi.
This is Jafric Radio.
They be a Daniel Vieno. Now Kopeka Creflu Kunu, I bet you small back catcher. It's Muma Antinasi was to dream say as one people. Nyame Edia Bawarin. Minti as you, Mr. Fred. The be am dream pa say, hey, ye baba wari for pa, hey, Nisho any day, like Udakra uno. Who pentown a room, na ring you with me a shiny bed hazing. But a bear cacrano, as a mere which is ye, a fed problem can create be sipe. Osimianam kind, some boss, I want to my sister. Miana, debut, Miss Row. Eti muma yenhwe na yentoto yenyoma yie. Em say ene yenua be ma Joel okasa o kan eya manage ho pa, especially in the word back to the Bible. It's really important. Yenua be ma je chiso a church no so the point of view on feminism. Aye hwe no emu. Wasa church kwan ya ye be fa so a ya ware na afeli no. Yebetumi akabo. But the one afutu e comma those that are about to make choices. Mr. Fred, what can seem be about compatibility? You see, love alone is not enough to get married to someone. Because odono a grow a DB a grow should be die. It's young when say as love grows, love can also die. It's my embase one media me don't me who na bibi me. Oh, but I know your last. Near your wing, a last and your love. Last and a woo feely. Me, love, it doesn't base on those kind of things. So, what do be the pain of that person becomes your pain, the worries becomes your worries. But compatibility is someone who you understand or to vision as what in the assay. Okasa o ti wasi onu so ti obeya woni ni koti mo se wo ka onu so de debi onu ni vision is totally different from yours. And what is a compromise ebem. Enti sadia mo married ni intimi nkonko duru bia. Look for someone who understands you, because broken relationship is better than broken marriage. Bebreno enka musisa ade na no kwan a anka nko end up in divorce. Iti ne ya kan bebre enije abapa se maka chem se Mr. Fred always ya no kakakra mama no brajo also can be mama no, but ono ne de no is on strong point. Tie nua be majo be san ababiem in a due time. I will prefer Mr. Fred would also be here na afe ya bossa enkomoyi mu in a different levels. Ebebua amanyoma etumi esisi ne kwan. So Mr. Fred, sisi ayemre na ye bre ye we kakra so we
This is Jafric Radio.
Yes, edwane afri ha ko ninti we de tofa kakra bi na me pese wo bona based on omomunya nware sisi anom be make decision in marriage no. Me pese o ka bibi kakra to o madwene said the beya almost our no more kono omo nwene say hey yes na the man is home nikuta to me am some ko chrom pa and I say e me man na say na the omo se de ye e kwan be so ni mfa so ayi wura
yo me da wase I chief we da mo se mo tia bi si sabre na me gidi say app no wa wo so ma onku bi so etie bi mo bi asum nyenu because your type program here every week be a type of anti or question be no answer be send their brain and now all I feel no mo be ware na make a chrom say edikin aka odon nko ano enso yen tititi nananom ni mpanifo no e ko hwe obema ne oba na se ni mo hwe ni say obamai owo botai bi onanim anaso obamai owo ni ehundi so bi wo nanim a obetum di obai e dia be kanide ho ahwe so enti sa no hwe compatibility ni se obi a uni ni be ye adwen baako enta afọ kre won adwen esno but obi a oni betumi esusu bibi ho o de ba ompo no asom no adwen ho no ma bọ ho po we eye ye to aso enye ye ntontwene oni ni hu ade baako. This is the compatibility we are talking about. Odon nko ano ebido baby ena abna kan no ade enyin bia na eden ewu so nti enuko wu ana we eden nti on ebe wara no ne meka kirem say make sure say ukra oba oti wo asemase ena fe ebio ubema no so no oba na akwara no nye slave na akwara no and I say ukwara sexual mate, let me put it that way. You're going to marry your helper. She's coming as a helper to you. And The Bible says that Yankopon a design. So Obano may helper. Now your helper is not your slave. Your helper is not your sex mate. She's
This is
supposed
Jafric
to
Radio.
give that as part of the relationship and the union. She's not supposed to hide it. Yes, but at the same time, it shouldn't be your target and I say your focus, and you look at her as an object of that for that reason. No, that's not what we're talking about. Until or your helper, until the man so I'll say, Ukoware Wankasa, Buafo, and Yakupon Eniso, or Bano so Kose Oko Akoye or Buafo. And some of them also be near me say, and so abusing the Buafo, no so Buafo, and what do you say? And I'm the Madrid Bebuano. Bibia Mebuano, me fa Bibia in Sieno. No team was no mean na made one team once and we are our especially on a good level. And if you remember no unya worry we and as when you worry we I'm telling you have a vision. No bano so unya who say or your boy for cry for vision be true na vision and convincing no say hey say a queen butai or dear to the anymore I said you no say or your boy for no abeka ho then you pursue that course. Enye gidi enye wonchi asem entiase ne se mumini na munya entiase ewo union na mo making na enhra no so aba if say enhra no be free through baba na kwajosi say efiasi say a enhra ne nkon fa ebe sinsen ho sa we have to understand the spiritual side of things. So enhra no be ba no ese mumini na makuma kan bom you are compatible and when I say a sending so say blah 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 no majimadi never na efia nam ha kwesi nam ha na kuma nam say oh when na wonsum da bi enti yesramu momore de da no enti asie and say munya na we make sure say you become compatible with one another. We can say more than that. And in the Dimubian, yet Damascus Martin Abisine next week, you bet Trosso. Oh, yes, Dimity. Yadamase. Thank you.
Thank you. Yadamase, Tio Force, Moatrosso, Ashe, Abisi Sabri. Did you make no ebony weano, the near bomb and Caribbean, saying Yabema, and Dinima may a year no air coso matbara danchi. Cecia Menoka say a year no eguso, and see Winya Andrew Hodmami Paucho. Baby, I will be at America na ko boy in your bema Andy. Now on cranima me a chi crack free say. Yes, say a year dear a young koja. To Kojana also so. And maybe I will be here.
This is Jafric Radio.
Now will be so to me. I be jow. Yes, I say no me and Sunday to us.
This is Jafric Radio.
That's an adreno chrome. And to win Ruhama Danchi. Bunka kai kanwa. I was so kashi. Dear to America na ekoho. Sisi I'm the station no matuno do kyo daigaku ekimae. Daigaku do kyo daigaku ekimae. But first name matubara danchi. Enti udie ubisa se do kyo daigaku radio. Ubia ebetre na wetumi etutumika a free station woko de ekwanwa udo station wa bisabunka kaika ubia ebetre ama wetumi akoya kai mu biom se Bayside Marine Agency na esoye na sene be di dwumadi ebrewo se wo talent bi kuta pa udi opese udidi ho and I say one kasa we model o show mo tun say o model ya na efiya misro fresa pususa email address info@bay-side.base upusu ahoma pepe
Jafric Radio.
Echeche kakra bi ewo ho etika dua bi anim omo ebeje information bia omo hia na afioma register na ye kai mu bi em set Tomric Hotel opebe bia da juju ho aduane papa mu hwam me say we could do jollof rice bi pa me buy na da su gira menu eti ukho a obididi amei e de aduane na opa o menyama me say upe Japanese intercontinental dishes upe Japanese o de
Jafric Radio
eti to America na Tomric Hotel me say be airport papa a free haul driver ko airport in between 5 to 10 minutes now the koda ko edumase Kwabre Duma say a hotel. Na we free wa be through airport na plane net. Accra traffic to America call to hotel. E ho dey. Me say traffic go mkura wufu atu e tamo bag to America. Ube hu ani say we through airport na we do plane no airsen. Aha. Eti moma yenko to America hotel na yenko GME. Eti efo amoba so yenua bema the friends nyame Ishra with Sharif. Yada wasi be brave. They can prince nyame Ishra mama Vida. Esu tayechi de tiefo be brave. E was so omo ehye yada masi se ne mutumi enjoy home sweet home jumedi bi diane abna mama pokufu waiting your favorite next mama say pa I still remain a lady with a long name. Me akasa me nua bema French achievements ono ena eboame enene itumi dey say jumedi bro ye nua bema nana ya pop ono sine executive producer or sign eye engineer uchinchim FD ema itudi bedi abro ene yes sorry ye kwaye na se intimi su share ye hosisi ya na yenkobu ene sayonara o.
Make it say, let go. I want me, I will be, I want me. Yeah. Someone loves me. What to miss a boo? I'm gonna make her cry. I want me, I want me. Yeah. Someone loves me. What to miss a boo? I'm gonna make her cry. I want me, I will be, I want me. Yeah. Someone loves me. What to miss a boo? I'm gonna make her cry. Someone loves me. What to miss I'm gonna make her cry. The first day our eyes met, I could fly. I was your dream come true. Send I lies. I'm on this walk, the scene of we would be fine. I feel Uncle Ray, I see I'll say bye. Want me, I'll be, I want me. Someone loves me. Want to miss a boo? I'm gonna make her cry. Someone loves me. Want to miss a boo? I'm gonna make her cry. Someone loves me. Want to miss a boo? A dream, baby, a bad dream. Wake up. No one told you. Sell the corner, don't walk. No one told you. Messi and me, na mangario. Never came in, no quar be anymore. Oliake ina moko. Nieba sumomi, kojo echina. Echina bawarma, I'm gonna make it say. Skitty papa bidi dade.
Stop. Hey, then the diache, into your lunch. Push your fears, not your name smash. Yeah, bash it, into all crash it. All can check, and so I'm fancy. Don't do this one, don't cry ever too. But the menace don't, and soon you never too. Umbese me did the ubenye send out for me nyashi and me no be a choose cocoa a pie ya di be me look so sugar brown and they do be dido can another 100 and I with a 0 flow king stone and for the my hero Captain Planet main pollution to pay me here that never go be a fusion truthing no so comfortable lead now tell me who is losing
Wow.